10.
The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. While combing my hair now and wondering what dress to wear now, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. It only mean heartbreak for me. I run for the bus, dear. While riding, I think of us, dear. I say a little prayer for you. At work, I just take time, and all through my coffee break time, I say a little prayer for you. Forever, forever, you stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, how I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. Forever, forever, you'll stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never will part. Oh, how I'll love you together, together. That's how it must be to live without you. Would only mean heartbreak for me. My darling, believe me, for me there is no one but you. Please love me too. I'm in love with you. Answer my prayer. Say you love me too. Why don't you answer my prayer? You know every day I say a little prayer.
Good morning, Salford. No matter where you are in the world today, you're listening to the sounds of Salford. Right, first off this morning, Steve and Jackie Mera from the Phenomena Project. Right, Steve was on America. Been to America for a week, and he went over there doing a show, and it was on Fox News. It was on last night, and in the space of a night, so up to now, it has had over 2 million hits and still rising. Now, I messaged Steve this morning, and he said to me, I've had 6,000 emails that I've got to answer. He said, I've had requests to go on TV shows, everything. He said, but you know what, Williams, we're still part of the Sounds of Salford, and we're coming on soon, and we'll be doing a show. So I thought that was pretty smart. So we'll be speaking to Steve about his adventures in America soon. Don't worry about that. Right, coming up next, I've got a bit of Northern Soul. Frank Wilson, Do I Love You? Indeed I do.
Down at your feet now. Do I love you? All you have to do is ask, I'll give until there's nothing
was Northern Soul at its finest. Alright, last night I was on my Facebook. Yes, I was messing about on Facebook. And I seen two classics. First one I'm going to tell you about. It's about this bloke who was drinking, right? And he was drinking and driving. Not that we condone that here on the Sounds of Salford. No, we don't. But this flashed up on my Facebook page. It said, minutes ago, a loud bang was heard outside Swinton police station. Officers rushed out to investigate and find a chap had crashed his van into a lamppost directly opposite the station. The driver had been arrested for drink driving after smelling like a dray horse and struggling to stand. Now, there's one thing there, drink driving, but don't drink drive near the police station. And I'll tell you what, if you look on my Facebook page, you'll see that he's knocked the lamppost down. Oh, he's going to suffer for that one. I'll tell you about the next one in a bit, because the next one's even funnier. Right, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, there's been so much going on just recently in Salford that it's been a laugh a minute. Anyway, on that note, let's just go to a song. What should I put on? I'll tell you what, I'll throw a bit of Pet Shop Boys on. Not threw them on for a bit, have I? version of the Elvis Presley classic. Right, let me tell you a few other things that I've been up to just recently and what have been happening in and about the streets of Salford. Right, I was on like I said before, I was on Facebook last night, and JB Barrington, you know, I'm a massive fan of his work. Well, he put a tweet on about the richest woman on the planet will tell the poor what the poor should do to help the poor that were made poor by the rich. And I think most people think that, and if you don't think that, well, there's something wrong. Anyway, a Tristram Farmile replied, "How dare you, you commie bastard? Why don't you just go and live in the Soviet Union?" So JB Barrington, being a Salford lad, replied with a one-line classic, because it doesn't exist anymore. And that's all you have to do to put people down. Just give them a one-word answer, especially when they try to be sarcastic and cocky and they don't even know what they're talking about. Right, last night we had our debut. Ian Cullen made his debut. Yes, Ian Cullen from the rock and roll years. He joined the part of the network that we work with, the USB stations, and he show it out live to America, Canada and Basildon in Essex, because we're all part of the same station, and if any of them stations wants to share any of our shows, they're more than welcome. So on that note, I'm going to put a 1958 classic on, and when I say a classic, it really is a classic. It's Eddie Cochran, and I don't know if you know about Eddie Cochran, but Eddie Cochran died at a very young age, just when he was about to hit superstardom. He died in a place called Chipham in Wiltshire in Essex. And it was a sad day for music, that's all I'm saying. So it's Eddie Cochran, come on everybody.
Together tonight. I got some money in my jeans and I'm really gonna spend it real right. Well, I've been doing my homework all the week long, and now the house is empty and my folks are gone. Woo! Come on, everybody. Oh, well, my baby's number one, but I'm gonna dance with 3 or 4. And the house will be shaking from the bare feet slapping on the floor. Well, when you hear the music, you just can't sit still. If your brother won't rock, then your sister will. Woo! Come on, everybody.